Tom, team news first of all. I think a few are close, but not quite close enough this weekend.
Yeah, you're bang on there. I expect them to be after the international break, all the absentees, but they're getting ever closer, and I can't give specific games, but they're getting very close.
Be handy though, won't it, after that international break for the final run in, and you've got a few more back.
Absolutely, next week's going to be challenging with fairly thin numbers and 3 games in a week, so we hope that we don't lose any in that. But to gain back the likes of Duomo, Kebben, Bachmann, Barr, all at a similar time, it'll be a big injection of a boost to the squad.
You've been nice and stable for the last few games now. Is it time to crack on and 2 home games in a row now to move on?
Yeah, you want to be as consistent as you possibly can as a coach, because then you can add layers onto that. Now, we went through a period of doing what we thought was best for short-term results, and now we're starting to see a consistent shape and a consistent way of playing, and some additions in January have helped us get to this place. And I feel like the players are in a good place, and we're ready to build on this recent run of form.
So having found that sort of consistency and stability, how long then to kind of maybe take the next step?
Yeah, I think we're ready to do it. Yeah. The players showing me in training every day that we're ready to do it. And we understand that you won't win every game in this league, but the way we're playing, we're giving ourselves the best chance. We're competing and showing a high technical level, and I think that those 2 things combined, we're giving ourselves the best chance, and we need to continue to do that.
It does help when you're controlling games, doesn't it? It makes such a big difference.
Yeah, it's not the reason why you'll win games by dominating the ball, but it's certainly how I see my team playing, and how I feel like we give ourselves the best chance. And with Imran and Tom Delhi at the heart of all of those build-ups, then we really are controlling the ball well. And but like I said, it has to be. It has to turn into chances and final third entries and ultimately goals. Now, I don't want a team who dominates the ball and looks a bit toothless. It's all got to have a purpose to it.
There seems a sense of calmness. Do the players recognise that as well? Are they happier out on the pitch?
Yeah, we all took the approach of each training session, each game, each week as it comes, because I was one for setting short-term goals and really having an eye on the playoffs, but now I think we're all in a much healthier environment for taking each week as it comes, not getting carried up with what other teams are doing, how far we are off the playoffs or how far we're in the playoffs. Just play the best we can against Millwall, and we'll see where that gets us.
How difficult is setting that aside? Because we're all looking at it and thinking, well, there are 2 places up for grabs, and there are about 7 teams who could get it. It's a strange one this season, but you must be seeing that as well as trying to get it.
No, we've been really good at it. I never was as a player. Whenever I'd be in a title race or a relegation battle, I was obsessed with everything that's going on around that I can't affect. But we've been really good at it, to be honest. We've got the blinkers on and just focusing on our own performances.
The next 2 cup games at home, Millwall will come and probably play direct. How do you feel you're going to do against them?
Yeah, well, we did well in the Luton game against the direct style of play. Now, don't want to be disrespectful. They have got some good ball players and match winners in their team, but they're a team who does play a bit more direct than the others. So we'll be ready for that challenge, and I thought we stood up to it really well against Luton. Considering we are a young group, we've got some good leaders out there.
Cool. When you talk about not looking at other results, mate, I get that. How do you balance that with knowing where you are in terms of your targets for the season?
Yeah, so that is a good question, but I do feel like if we just perform to our maximum every week, we'll achieve our targets. So that is the approach. I'm sure, yes, when there's 4 to 6 games to go to the end of the season, then that might affect game plans, or I need to risk to really win this one and could possibly lose, or no, let's go here for a draw. But right now we're in the realms of focus on our performances.
You mentioned the other day about not wanting the Luton games to be after the Lord Mayor's show, that we've had that big marquee moment. This is the first game back. Does that play on your mind a little bit, that the next game at Vicarage Trove is not going to be the same atmosphere. It's not going to be a derby.
No, I think the Stoke game showed that we were still motivated as much as we were before the week before. Yes, it's our first return to Vicarage Road since the derby, but I think the derby showed the importance of our supporters, and we all should take real pride from that. So anything close to that sort of atmosphere, it will really give the team a kick on and give us the best chance of winning the game on Saturday.
With consistency, you also have only made one change at the weekend. That was an injury enforced change. Is that something that you feel you need to do now? Is almost give the team a chance and not rotate or make changes where you don't need to?
Yeah, I'm one of those. I'm not a coach who won't change a winning team. I will always pick the team I feel gives us the best chance of winning, and most of the time that is continuity and stability, and that I see the team in a really good shape at the minute, and a lot of players in good form. So yeah, I will never change for the sake of changing.
With 3 in a week though, does that mean you might have to dip into 1 or 2 of the youngsters, even if it's only from the bench?
Yeah, the whole squad will be needed in weeks like this. They always have done. In general, we've had a really good impact from the bench the whole season, and the whole squad will need to be ready to play a big part this week. So these weeks are always the key weeks in the Championship, where you can go up 4 or 5 places, or you can go down 4 or 5 places. 9 points up for grabs, and these are where you really need a squad effort to get the maximum points.